a two, down a one. It's Gaines. Yes!
This ball is crushed.
MC Cannibal, rap Hannibal. Here to change the game, mainframe, all y'all programmable. Coaching on tracks, balling like a paper like Phil. I'm on being so real, my rhymes convict and heal.
Welcome to the Faithful Fan Show. I'm your host, Tony Cook, joined today by Big Juan from the Big Apple. How you been, dog?
What's up, man? Good. How you doing?
Man,
Let me get up a little bit higher for you.
Man, basically, I enjoyed a good weekend of football. Cowboys got a W. You know what I mean? We needed that against the Commanders, albeit against a team that was kind of depleted, but we'll talk about that. We'll talk about that in a second.
Right.
NBA is back. The NBA is back after last night. Yes, the Lakers lost. What was that one?
Said by popular demand.
By popular demand. Back by popular demand. Lakers took a L, but nonetheless, I still enjoyed watching 2 games of basketball yesterday. It was a double overtime. Rockets versus OKC. Very exciting. Way to bring the league back. Juan, how you feeling, dog? How we feeling? We gonna talk about these Jets. We gonna talk about these Jets, man. So it's
just unfortunately it's the same old Jets. It's just what it is, man. There's no way to, there's no other, there's nothing. That's it. Same old Jets. It's just it's way worse. Like nobody thought the Jets were gonna be anything this year, but then there was a little hope after the close game against the Steelers, week 1.
Absolutely.
Of like, all right, maybe they'll be decent, but
Yeah.
And then it's just kind of turned worse than anyone could have possibly imagined.
But honestly, from what I've been seeing, have they all been blowouts? But you guys have been in a few of these games.
No, well, that's the thing. Like the defense has actually stepped up in the last 2 or 3 weeks, and they're playing better.
Yeah.
They've held teams to 13 points. They lost 2 weeks in a row, allowing 13 points. So it's just the offense is.
So that's not bad. Defensively, you guys are in better shape than the Cowboys. We'll talk about that later.
Yeah.
But that's
the defense is not bad, but the
offense.
The offense, you think, like, I thought Justin Fields looked decent in Pittsburgh last year and that he could do some things, but he really, with the Jets, for whatever reason, he can't do like the most basic things. Like he really can't. He just keeps getting sacked. Against the Broncos, he took 9 sacks.
Against us, he kind of got it. We've been. That was the only game where we got some pressure, is because he got the ball for a good amount of time.
I remember the announcers in that game against the Cowboys. They were like, "Oh, Cowboys defense looks good, and they're gonna be all right if they keep playing like this." And they're like, "Yeah, right."
The next week,
it's not the defense.
It's
really Justin Fields makes it a lot easier for the defenses because he really can't do the basic things. I mean, of a National Football League quarterback, he just can't.
And
he has it this year, right? Like he showed some things in the past, but this year, for whatever reason, I'm talking like 10 5-yard outs, just not.
He's not seeing it. He's not throwing it, or he's off the mark. Is it the accuracy, or is he not throwing it?
Well, he's off the mark on wide open short throws, and he's not seeing the crosses and things like that. Where he's gonna get some pressure. The thing is, like, he's not gonna get 3 seconds in the pocket. They gotta know that. So what the heck?
Dude.
He just holds on to I mean, obviously it wasn't completely his fault that he got 9 sacks, but I would say 6 of them he could have avoided by just hitting the 5-yard guy, his safety net, or the out or whatever. I'm just saying, like, he didn't need to take all those sacks
against us. And I saw, like, I'm gonna go back to the game when I saw. That's the only game I've watched Justin Fields play so far, and it looked like you said, even when he dropped back and there was something open, he'd either be late or he'd tuck it, put his head down,
or just off.
Yeah.
Like, Garrett Wilson is amazing, and if you can't he doesn't need it like in his chest to get it.
Yeah, he has a wide radius, even though he's not the biggest guy.
but like I would say it's on Justin Fields that Garrett Wilson got hurt because he had to like reach back and like turn.
Oh wait, so
But
Garrett Wilson is out right now?
yeah, he didn't play last week.
Oh man.
He's out. So, I'm just saying he's way off. He can't read. He has no confidence. So he holds on to unless the dude's like wide open, and even then he overthrows people behind them. He just can't hit anything. So his confidence is shot, which is, just amazing that the Jets continue to, but the Jets have something to do with that, right? Because there's a long line of
Yeah, yeah.
of of evidence, but it's all different coordinators and coaches, but it still keeps happening.
The
It's
last
just
one that had
wild,
any,
though.
the last one that had any seriously success was Sanchez. But I don't even know
Yeah.
if it was success on his shoulders. It was more the defense with Rex, right? Or
Well, no, I mean at the time they had no. I mean, look, Sanchez did. He was a good quarterback for a minute, and yes, of course, he was protected by the defense a little bit, and they also had a good running game. Ladainian Tomlinson was playing for the Jets at the time.
Mhm.
He still had something left in the tank, and
Yup, I
I
remember
forget the other
that.
guys, but they were, there was a couple. I forget his name, but no, but they had a couple nice backs at the time, and Sanchez would make throws like
And that was the last time you guys were a playoff team.
they went to the AFC Championship game in back-to-back years.
No, yeah,
Yeah.
not even a playoff team.
No.
That was you. You guys were contending at that
Yeah,
time.
like
So
all the
Sanchez
crap
was a great quarterback. Well, he was a
people
good
talk about
quarterback.
Mark Sanchez, especially recently, with his off the field troubles.
Oh, I forgot about that, dude. It was crazy because
He was the last successful Jets quarterback.
dude. So I'm gonna quick story about whatever's going on with him. I
Yeah.
posted that he got stabbed. Like, oh my gosh, pray for Mark Sanchez.
Right?
Yo, the next post I see is this isn't funny. Sorry, y'all. I'm laughing. That's not funny. But
It could be funny.
but the next post I see is he was attacking somebody and got stabbed. So it's like, oh,
Right.
okay, well,
Well,
damn.
he was hassling somebody, and that's
Yeah.
what happens. You fuck around, find out, right?
Dog, in the worst way. That is in the worst way, the worst example of that. But anyways, back to the now Jets. Back to the now
Yeah.
Jets. So you'd say from what you've seen from Fields, it's been 7 games. You think it's time to just rock with Tyrod Taylor?
Yeah, but he's not gonna. The problem with Tyrod Taylor is he gets hurt. Like I think he's already questionable with a knee.
Oh gosh. So you might as
Uh,
well just. But so I think if it were me, I would give Fields a whole season. Like, okay, I think the only reason they're thinking about it is because you guys haven't won a game yet. But
right, exactly.
but
If he had
that
won
shouldn't
like
change what the plan to me. You guys were already, like you said, not going to be great. So why not just let him like because now if you go away from Fields, I feel like it's hard to go back. But
no,
let me hear your take. Let me hear your take.
no, I think Fields needed to be above decent for him to because remember I think he's only like a 1 or 2 year contract, so it's exactly what it was. It was a chance, a second chance, or third chance, whatever you want to call it, to see what he was going to do, and if it worked out, great. They were probably going to sign him for longer, but it just didn't. So it's not. There's no waste, so to speak, that in the sense that uh, you're wasting a quarterback's whole year. Not really. I mean, yeah, you're wasting your young guys that are good whole year, but yeah, it's with the quarterback. It's not that at all. If Justin Fields just he needed to show something promising, and it's been the complete opposite.
So the
He's
so
had some
what
flashes. He's had some flashes, but really, you can't if you're a scout or whatever. If you're anything in the NFL and you look at this guy, you're like, he's done.
you guys are
You
looking
know?
towards the draft now.
Yeah, yeah. No,
You
there's
guys are
there's
definitely
there's
drafting a quarterback with your
yeah, there's nothing that would indicate that Justin Fields is going to do anything. Um, yeah. So I think they're done. That's why it doesn't matter if they go with Tyrod Taylor or not. It's mostly about keeping the locker room kind of sane, you
Yeah.
know. I think that's what it boils down to, and because it's tough to ask, even though they're getting paid millions of dollars, it's tough to ask those guys to just be like, all right, look,
Yeah,
Just
everyone's
go,
looking at
just
what
go
they're
stink
doing.
it up.
Yeah, everyone's looking at where they're going to be next year, what their contract
Yeah,
looks like, where they're going to vacation on the offseason. It's
yeah, it's
already
rough.
draft talk time. Uh,
Yeah, it is.
and
It's rough.
and I'm gonna switch Juan to the Cowboys because I'm gonna ask you just off top because I don't know if you've been watching or tuning into the Cowboys games at
A
all.
little bit. I've seen Dak. You know,
Doing his thing. Dak's been doing his thing. The op, see, uh, it's salt and pepper. Like Dak's doing his thing. It's peanut butter and jelly, but the defense is the worst. We have the worst defense in the NFL, probably. Um, it's
I
pretty
wouldn't say
bad. It's pretty bad, Juan. It's pretty bad, dude.
yeah.
Like, just so my whole thing is I want to ask you through what is it? 7 weeks, 8 weeks, who knows? But we're close to the halfway mark. We're pretty close to the halfway mark of the season. Do you think the Cowboys could still make the playoffs, or do you think it's more leaning? If you had to go over under playoffs, no playoffs, what
Oh
would
yeah,
you
no,
say
they're
about
going to
it?
playoffs. I think they're a playoff team, but
Oh, okay.
yeah, no, I mean, look, if you can score 30 points plus on any given Sunday, you're likely a playoff team. I mean,
It
how many
makes you
teams can
dangerous.
say that, right? Like how many
That's
teams
true.
in the league can say that? Like on any given night, you could score 30 plus. Especially and remember that you know, they were scoring at they were scoring at a high click without CeeDee Lamb. So if CeeDee Lamb comes back, they go up even more,
Yeah.
which they did, right? Like
Yep.
they dropped 40 on the
On the
Commanders,
Commanders. Yep.
who are not they're not a bad defensive
It's
team.
funny because before this week, everyone was talking about the Commanders like they were a really good team. Like, they
No,
were.
they yeah, I mean they're not listen, they're a little banged up, but yeah,
I
I
think
think they're
that's
gonna
more
be in there.
so the thing.
But yeah, nah, I think the Cowboys are a playoff team. The problem, especially in the NFC, and not to take anything away from the Cowboys, but the NFC is, relatively weak.
Oh yeah, the
Like,
AFC is where it's at. The AFC is where they got all the
yeah. So,
quarterbacks. Yeah,
and in the AFC, you have a couple of surprises, right? Baltimore's not as good, and then the Patriots are winning again.
yep.
So
So
uh,
that makes y'all's division kind of crazy.
right, yeah, no, but I think the Cowboys are going to be fine going into the playoffs. The question is always they're not going to sustain that score, or at least historically, they've never been able to sustain their offense in through the playoffs, right?
No, it doesn't even
So,
get no, it doesn't even make it to the playoffs. It
so
doesn't make
for
it.
them to make any kind of playoff deep
We
push, they have to. Their defense does have to get better. Like,
we
period.
leave
But
we
don't get
leave
in there.
our offense at the door whenever
But
we
don't get
enter the
it.
playoffs.
But don't get in there, dude. They'll get in there. I mean,
Okay.
as a obviously as a wild card team, right? They're
Yes,
probably not going to
absolutely.
beat the Eagles for the division.
Yeah.
So but a wild card team. I mean, look, they're going to get. Yeah, I mean, just count how many
Interesting
teams in the
one.
NFC.
I wasn't expecting to not have to. I thought I was gonna have to fight you with this, but
No, no,
you're
come on,
talking
dude.
me off the ledge. You're more
35
optimistic
points.
about the Cowboys than I am right now.
You can score 35 points. You're going to beat how
Juan,
many teams in the NFL? A
Juan,
lot.
it's been a rough
Most of them.
ride. So just to remind you, we are 3-3-1. We
Oh
are
yeah,
3-3-1.
the one is crazy. That one was crazy.
Crazy against the Packers. I want to say. I think the
Yeah,
Packers
it was against the Packers, and that's
against
another
Michael
thing.
Parsons.
That's another thing in your favor. I thought the Packers were going to be better
Mhm.
than they've been so far. Like at this point, I'm thinking at any point they're just going to be like really really good
And that
because
helps us
they
in the wild card race.
right because you would think they would be, but they're just not. So if the Packers kind of keep trending the way they are, kind of just sometimes good, sometimes not. I mean, it's
Now,
just the
Juan,
Cowboys.
You made some great points. And I was gonna say I think the Cowboys are a playoff team as well, but I'm a little more,
What are your reasons besides fan loyalty?
well, that's what I was gonna say. You made some excellent points. Like
All right.
one, like I said, Dak Prescott is playing like an MVP. He's back. Dak Prescott is back for real. Like he's
Yeah,
playing
yeah.
very good. And it had showed like we lost CeeDee Lamb and we didn't miss a beat. He just started throwing to Pickens and Ferguson, the tight end, and it looked good. He's looking good out there. He's not taking any sacks. He's running too. When he has to, he's picking up the first down with his legs again. So that show I'm liking that. So the offense and people don't know this if you haven't been keeping up with the Cowboys. A couple of the games we won, so far we've been missing like 3, 4 of our offensive starting linemen. So like Dak's been playing through a lot. So very encouraging. And the offense is all getting healthy again, getting some players back on defense. The defense is where it's been hard to watch us play, and we can't stop the pass. We can't stop the run. First, early in the year, it was like, oh, our run is solid. We got Kenny Clark from the Packers for Michael Parsons. He's a nose tackle. We could stop the run. No, teams were just passing on us because all of our secondary was injured. And then when the secondary got back, they just started running the ball on us and getting 120, 200 yards. Like, oh shit, they just all three levels are terrible. And I don't know if it's Eberflus. I don't know if it's our defensive coordinator scheme. He's not putting I'm seeing a lot of we're playing a lot of zone. Teams are getting a lot of cushion, and the whole bend but don't break. It's a lot of breaking.
Yeah.
No bending at all. It's just break
Right.
straight through every play. Break straight through. Our offense has to score every possession. That's why we've been scoring 41. Like we have to score every possession, or else we do not win the game.
Right.
Like that's what I've been seeing, and that's why I think another good point you made. Why I think we'll make the playoffs. The NFC is kind of interesting right now. It's like anybody's game. The I want to say the Buccaneers are like the best team in the NFC, right? Like
Nah.
Buccaneers, the Eagles.
Detroit right now.
Okay. Yes,
It's
Detroit.
either Detroit or Philly, but Tampa Bay's good.
They look good, man.
Baker Mayfield
But you know what happened to
looks
them?
good.
They just lost Mike Evans. So I
Right.
don't know. I don't know about.
They'll be all right though. I mean, look, they're gonna win their division regardless, right? They're arguably in the worst division in football, but so they're gonna be fine. But yeah,
But you're right. The
look,
Lions. The Lions
yeah,
for sure.
that's what I'm saying. Like the Cowboys don't have to worry about a team coming, a second team coming out of the NFC South. They
No,
don't.
yeah. I think the wild card race is like just anyone's game. We just gotta
Yeah,
we gotta we gotta play a couple of these teams and beat them if there's a tiebreaker because
yeah.
we got that one tie that makes things. I don't know if it'll work in our favor or against
That is
us.
weird. That is weird.
It's weird. I don't know how I feel about that because early I'm like that's gonna, but now I'm starting to feel like that might help us if we beat a couple of these. If we beat these NFC teams, I don't know. We'll have 9 wins and get to the playoffs, but we'll see. We'll see how that goes, Juan. Let's go to NBA. Let's go
do
right
it.
to the NBA because it's time.
Oops.
Hoops. So Lakers played the Warriors, so we're gonna get right to it. And Juan, I don't know if you watched. Did you watch
I
it
didn't
all?
watch that particular game, but I know what you're talking about.
So what I didn't like is it looks like Luca and LeBron have all the money, and we didn't get enough athletic. We don't have enough athletes on our team once again. I was waiting to see what Aiton looked like. That was gonna be like the one big signing. Like, okay, if we have a solid big man that could give us 15 and 10, I think Aiden's looking more like 10 and 7, 12 and 8 at the most. I don't know if he's really ready to be like. We don't have luckily we have Austin Reeves, but I just think Austin Reeves and Luca are kind of overkill for what I don't know. It's kind of weird. I wanted a big man that could do some scoring and it didn't look good. It looked like Luca is gonna have to do everything while LeBron's out.
How long?
And
How long is LeBron slated to be out?
they said like 4 to 8. They said 4 to 8 weeks is the
Okay,
time
so
gap. That's quite a while. He'll be back like Christmas.
yeah,
You
that's
know
a
what I'm
lot.
saying? Like he's gonna come back like Christmas. That's what I would guess. Like Christmas Day game. Ugh.
Yeah, that's not good.
I don't want to
I
be
know
in a
he's gonna be
hole,
out.
Juan. I don't want to be
That's
in a
not.
hole.
Yeah, that's not good at all because if they were in the East, probably all right. But in the West,
Ugh.
missing that many games, it's gonna be tough. But you know what? Don't put Luca. Look, Luca's gonna win
Oh
some
yeah,
games all by himself.
he
And
will.
then if somebody, and every now and then somebody will step up, kind of surprise you. And Austin's still good. And
He is. He is.
uh, yeah,
But like
he'll be
I
all right.
was waiting to see if it was going to come from. I was like, oh, we need some type of scoring bump from somebody with
Yeah, yeah,
LeBron out. With LeBron out, because we already know teams know that we have Austin and Luca, and they kind of play the same position. They kind of like the same kind of dude. We kind of rotate them in and out. Like they'll start together and then they
Right,
stagger
yeah,
each
yeah,
other for
because
scoring.
you need the scoring threat.
Yeah, and we don't have
But yeah,
that
without LeBron and when Luke is gonna be on the bench, it's gonna be rough.
against good teams because that was a
Yeah,
good team with Jimmy Butler. They got a lot of good defenders, and that was a good like measuring stick for like what does it look like against a good team with no LeBron? Because we're gonna play a lot of them till before Christmas. Like
right.
I don't like it. And Aiden is not. He doesn't look. He doesn't look like the type of guy that wants it. He looks like what everyone reported about him, dude. Like it just doesn't look like he got it or he wants it. It just looks kind of whatever. We'll see
Yeah,
though.
yeah.
We'll see. We'll see. Um, I don't know. Did you watch the Rockets versus the OKC game? That game, Juan, was good. And the Rockets came out with no point guard. Everyone was over 6'8". Like they started one of the Thompson brothers, who was really good, Jabari Smith, Durant, Sangoon, and Adams. They started two centers. And
Yeah.
they played OKC, who plays pretty big too. They got Hartenstein and Holmgren. So that's probably why they did it, now that I think about it. They probably wanted to match the size.
Oh, the
But
only
like
one that's kind of small is, and even he's not that small, is
Shea
um
or
yeah,
Caruso.
yeah, Shea. No, Shea is
Shea.
but
But
he's really not
Shea
that small, but he is kind of just a little bit thinner than the you know.
But you know what's crazy that about that game, Juan? I'm gonna just nerd out on it real quick because what I watched pretty much that whole game. I
Yeah.
fell asleep on the Laker game because it was too late, and I could tell after the first half we weren't gonna win. I was like, nah. I was like, Luca is doing everything, but the Warriors know they're just letting him kind of, and they're shutting everything else down. Like,
Right, yeah.
but anyways, so in the OKC Rockets game, it looked okay at first, but they just don't have a ball. Rockets don't have a ball handler. So by the end of the game, they were gassed because Warriors just picking up full court, pressuring their big guys, and saying they had centers trying to bring the ball up
Thunder,
the court.
Thunder.
Durant trying to bring the ball up the court, and they're tired by the fourth quarter. And sure enough, Shea, composed as he was in the finals, walks him down, starts getting in his bag, and it's over. Like, of
Right.
course, it went into overtime, but after the first overtime, I was like, they got him. Their Rockets were tired. I don't know, but how do you feel about a whole lineup 6'8", no point guard? They didn't have a point guard out there.
Not I don't know. I wouldn't say that's a for unless you have a true ball handler to start a game, I don't doesn't do anything for me. I mean, yeah, for some spaces of time, like maybe
Yeah,
like to close out some quarters or something to kind of hammer away at what I mean, like strategically, right? Like
yeah.
if you can if you can bang up the other team a little bit with a bigger size, some a little more physicality, like in spots, just to wear on them. But to start, no, because you're I don't know, it doesn't have the same effect. Like when your opposition is already a little, at least that's be my logical thinking. If your
Yeah.
opposition is already maybe when they're showing signs of a little bit of tired or whatever, you bring in a bigger lineup to really like lay on
Force
them,
on them, yeah.
to put that more weight on them and then kind of test them out way. But to start, it just seems weird, like especially when I know they have the preseason and everybody plays, but still.
Hey,
Regular season is always a little different. You want to kind of get your flow, and when you don't have a true ball handler, flow is really, really difficult. It's tough. Like,
and it,
yeah, you can mechanically do
They
your
made it
things, especially
so
in
they made it
NBA,
work
but
until they didn't.
flow
And
helps.
their spot. That's good that you went into like ball handle. You need a ball handler to establish a flow, establish a pace, and you
Yeah,
can
something.
tell. I don't know if you know the Thompson twins, Amin Thompson. He's a big athletic, kind of like Russell Westbrook type guy, and
Right,
that's who they had out there bringing the ball up. But what you can see is he's not a true point guard. He's not a true ball handler. He's just athletic and can dribble and get all the way to the basket. And he
right,
can guard point guards. So he's
right,
just so that was their point guard. But in crucial moments, when Kevin Durant needed the basketball, he was driving to the basket doing Russell.
Yeah, yeah. Just
missing, or
he's
his,
doing what he knows how to do.
doing what he knows. But what
Yeah.
really needed to be happening, and this isn't like Rockets could have won the game before both overtimes if Durant just had the basket. Like they need to just get into the set and they were just, you could tell there was no pace. It was just, oh, end of the game. He saw the basket. Go get basket. Durant's running to the corner, standing in the corner. Like, no. In the end of the game, he's one of the best scorers all time. He needs the basketball against OKC.
Right,
Like,
right. Yeah.
and a real point guard is getting it to, you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. No, they're gonna or just get other people like just you just get better shots,
It
period.
was interesting seeing that unfold.
Higher percentage shots. Like, to be fair though, there's only been very few, I mean, relatively speaking, there are very few guys in the NBA that actually do that,
That are still true point guards,
Yeah,
yes.
that are like real legit true point guards. Like even, Jalen Brunson or whatever. He's not a true point
Nah.
guard.
Everyone is more of like it's geared a lot to scoring point guards now, honestly. Like Halliburton is a guy that's kind of a distributor, you
No,
know.
but he's a little bit too much
Yeah,
because
exactly. He's all the way on the other end, you
he
know.
be making shots and then he'll give up like
Yep.
easy shots
You,
to pass the ball, so
you know who's a good one? Trey Young is pretty well, but he's pretty well balanced. He shoots a lot, but as far as what he can do passing the ball, he's pretty damn good.
he's
He's small
nice. But
though.
again,
He's
going
small.
back to, yeah, he's a smaller guy, and by the end of the season, like he's not built for a deep playoff
Oh
push.
yeah, yeah, because he can't go. He
You
can't
know,
stay on the floor. He gets played off the
not
floor. So
he
that's
can't stay
his
on the
weakness.
floor.
But like out of like all the guys that I see that are like, okay, complete, he still gets like he does the pick and roll the best I see it, gets his guys, but he can't even really be on the floor like that. He can't play no defense. But we talked a little bit about that game. It was interesting seeing Edoga because everyone was making a big deal like, oh, the 6'8", everyone's 6'8" and up lineup. This is
Right,
crazy.
right.
No point guard. I'm like, let's see. So it was funny seeing Edoka, the coach, do that and see like, okay, I think he's probably gonna have to play a
Yeah,
ball
and
handler.
they're probably not. Obviously, they're just trying things. I don't. I get. It's another one of those things. If you have all those big bodies out there, and if they make a habit out of it, it's not. You can't do a whole season like that. It's
Yeah, it's
you
great.
need the little guys taking
You need
up
him.
that energy in the half court, right? Like especially against OKC, and by the way, they went to overtime or whatever, so it's not like
It did not work, but there's
right.
moments, that's what I'm saying, where you
Yeah,
could have used the ball handler to I'm telling you, Juan, there was moments I was like, why didn't Durant touch the basketball? He's in the
right.
corner waiting and they're doing their own thing. Like they're doing their thing like Durant, you know how they were playing last year without Durant. I was like, yo, this is crazy. But let's get to tonight's game, which is a pretty nice matchup. I want to say it is the Knicks versus the Cavs, right?
Yeah.
And to my knowledge, y'all played each other in the playoffs last season, right?
Yes.
I
Oh wait,
can't
did we?
wait.
No, no,
Did
not
you?
last season.
The season before y'all
Season
got
before
knocked
that.
out or y'all knocked them out the season before,
No,
or
no, I'm sorry. That was like two seasons ago.
oh, what
The
am I
Knicks,
talking about?
the Knicks beat them. I think this last season was the Pacers knocked them out.
That's right. That's right. That's right. Y'all didn't
Uh,
even see them this past season.
no, 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 no. And Cleveland was banged up too. I mean,
That's
they
true.
they were they were playing on they were playing on fumes down the stretch, which sucked for them, but it's the way it is.
That's how it goes. But tonight, y'all got a different coach.
Yep.
And we talked about I think we talked about how you felt about the switch. We weren't too sure that we were ready to let Thibodeau go, right?
Right.
So do you still feel the same way going into game one of the new season
I mean, yeah,
or
yeah, look, we can, like, if they win, 50 games or whatever this season, 60, and then they make a deep playoff push. In retrospect, you can, obviously you can say, oh, whatever. But no, at the time, I still think they shouldn't have gotten rid of Tom Thibodeau like that or something. It was just really weird to get rid of him. But
Really weird.
having said all that, I mean, I'm not a huge Mike Brown fan, but I'm open to it. Let's see what he does. If he can manage the minute, I would say the only knock I had on Tom Thibodeau were the minutes. Like it just was
Play more
ridiculous
players.
level. It was
Yeah.
just ridiculous level. There's just no way. Like I mean,
Play
there's just
more players.
no way. Like there's
And
just
it
no way you can. I just don't see how you can justify his lineup. Like
all
just
season. It wasn't
no.
even
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
yo, all season he don't let nobody play.
And even when they were up by like 20 in the fourth quarter, he'd have the starters in with like 6 minutes to
Like,
go
what are
and be
we
like,
doing?
"Are you kidding me? Like, what the hell?" Like Anunoby's played 35 minutes. You're up by 25, and it's like 5 minutes to go. Get him off the fucking
Oh my
floor.
gosh. So
So that
we
was my
know
only
Mike
knock.
Brown's not going to do that. Mike Brown's not going to do that.
But you know what?
And
It sounds like I'm knocking him a lot, but look, he's part of the history of the
Mhm.
Knicks coming back into
Relevancy
relevance.
for
So all
sure.
the props to Tom Thibodeau, even though I don't like how he manages minutes, but as far as Mike Brown goes, even though like I said, historically I'm not a big Mike Brown fan. I think he benefited a lot from LeBron, but he did some new good things in Sacramento without
That's true.
a marquee superstar like LeBron, even though he had good players. But I'm open. Let's see. Like with
So
Jalen Brunson and
let
and
me ask
company.
you,
We'll see.
because I heard that Towns he wasn't quite all the way there with the system yet, the
Well,
offensive.
he's not even playing, so I don't think he's even going to start. So I don't think he's going to play at all.
Wait, wait a minute, he's
Yeah,
hurt, or is that what's
yeah,
going
he's
on?
hurt, and Mitchell Robinson's hurt, and Hart is hurt. So they're going
Oh
to start
wow.
with
So y'all are pretty empty
yeah, they're
cupboard
they're going
tonight.
to start down three starters. So we'll see. But like if I again, beginning of the season, I think you can lose a couple games, but we'll see. Like if they can play a style that doesn't have Jalen Brunson be so ball dominant,
Yeah.
I think they'll be all right. Look, I think they still
And
got plenty of
how
scoring.
long is Towns out? How long is Towns out
It's
for?
day to day. He's got a quad
Okay, day
thing.
to day. Okay.
Yeah,
So
it's a
he'll be
it's a
back
quad
soon.
thing. Yeah, yeah, he'll be fine.
Okay.
Um,
Good to know.
so look, I think that if they show up well against the Cavs, it'll just bode well for the Knicks. It'll just speak well for them going forward. We'll see, but it's going to be
Absolutely.
tough without that presence that Towns and Robinson have inside.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, it would be
Yeah.
because Cavs are good.
Cavs are
Uh,
good. And they're kind of they got good size in there. Like
yeah, they do.
they
So
got two
and
good big
active
men,
guys. Like
Jared.
some teams got size, but they're not active. Like Cavs are active,
Both guys do
on all positions. So
yeah.
they're tough, but we'll see if
We'll
like I
see.
said, if the Knicks show well and they use the bench or whatever, and if they can somehow come up with a win, then maybe Mike Brown is that guy. We'll see, but it's tough. It's beginning of the year. We'll see, but I'm open to it. I'm optimistic. Go
Let's go.
Knicks.
Go Knicks. Go Jets. Let's go.
Go
Hey Juan.
Jets before I die.
Yeah, please at some point.
Yeah.
Hey, it's been fun shopping sports with you, Juan. I'm happy basketball's back. We got football, basketball, baseball. It's all jumping right now. It's a great
Man,
time to be
Shohei
alive.
Ohtani. Shohei Ohtani.
Go. Oh my God. Ohtani, he's pitching, hitting home runs. Let's go, Ohtani. Can't
It's
wait.
insane. It's insane.
It's insane. But anyways, Juan, anything to say to the fans before we get out of here? Appreciate you, dude.
Subscribe and like and come back and see us again.
We'll be back. We'll be back shortly. Abe, we got to come back and celebrate the Jets' first win. That's what we're going to
Yeah.
do.
Hey, when they get that first W, we're going out on
Let's
Zoom.
go. Let's go. Hey, y'all, until next time on the Faithful Fan Show. Dun, 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 dun,
Ricky in the paint, going hard with the vet. Shot so much, man, I think I need a leg. I need a leg in the paint, going hard with the vet. I need a leg so much, man, I think I need a leg. Animal, MC Cannibal, rap Hannibal. Here to change the game, mainframe, all y'all programmable. Coaching on tracks, balling like a paper like Phil. I'm obvious if real, my rhymes convict and heal. A world blind, my lies a red pill, real. Ball like I've been here, rookie in his prime. Focus like Jordan the second time. Kobe in playoff times, you know fully when I drop. Call for it, Kelly go in the please, don't spit. Auto like free throws, Vahito. Circle two stroke magic. Rhymes over